the floor. You're not gonna like what I bring it tonight. And yes, if you're done, I'ma start up a fight. So get what I want, I'ma bullshit up. It's time to start a war. So fight, fight for who you are. And yes, if they don't like it, you can stop.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Mark.
What you got? Look, you act so tough, so military, and you forget that you may not see nobody in the background and backstage, but I see everybody and everything that goes on backstage. And here we have this fella that acts this hard-ass fucking pirate guy. He's in the background just dancing, I'm saying dancing to catch him a car.
It's a good shot. It's a good track. That's all I'm saying. All right?
But you don't show that side in public. You don't go around waving your hands up in the air and doing all this stuff. I mean, what the fuck's going on with you? Are you on something today?
It's been a long day, boss. All right. It's been a long day. So I'm sat in a hotel room. I'm on course. It's in preparation for when I finally get out in a year's time. And I spent 2 hours revising earlier with some of the lads, because what we're learning is it's a new set of information that I'm trying to squeeze into this thing here. We're trying to come up with weird and wonderful ways trying to remember it, because we've got a 3-hour exam next week and it's all written and it's all knowledge based. And we ended up coming with some weird acronyms earlier whilst we're having a few scoops. And it's all about project management and business cases. And apparently, well, we were sat there, and I've got to say it on air because I was promised that if I did, the next round will be bought for me. So I'm going to say it because I want a free pint. It's as simple as that. So some other boys can't ride tigers. And then we come up with another one to do with benefit management. And it's all about Indian dogs poo together, really. What? So you can see what we're trying to do. It went crazy. That's all I'm going to say. We had a lot of information put in our head, and I'm like, I just need an outlet. I need to get rid of this. Just get it out. So yeah, that's my day.
That's a fucked up day.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. That's odd.
Yeah, but I'm going to get a free pint now.
But it almost sounds like something that people in Greece would do, though.
No, but I can actually now understand why you're like this.
And he doesn't have his hat on. It's throwing me off today.
Yeah. Who is he?
You got a nice bald head, Jace.
I know.
Let's not get cocky. I'll burn out you say that. Next thing you know, there'll be one of those competitions. Never mind. Nice handlebars today. So, look, we got a band tonight that I'm really excited to have on. I have been listening to ever since I got introduced to them. I've been listening to their songs like on the radio station. I've been playing it on the. We got them on the. We have them on the countdown this week, I believe, as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I can't remember half anything I do anymore. I just do it and then I forget. I've been learning though. I've been learning to take notes. Notes right here. Right here's the notepad. I've been learning. Taking lessons from Jace. But I'm really excited about this band night, man. They got some really, really great tunes. It's almost like they're mysterious in a way, because we tried to all do our research on the band, and there wasn't not much to research on. I mean, there is, but there isn't. So I'm interested into picking their brain, finding out what the mystery of this band is. Ladies and gentlemen, matter of fact, let's just get it out of the way, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Awaken the Giant. Blake, welcome.
Hey, thanks.
Tab, hello. How are you doing?
Hello. Hey, guys.
How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Good. Everything's good.
Yeah?
Well, that's it for tonight. Good night, guys.
That's a good interview, guys. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
The more you know.
The more you know, the less you know, the better off you are, probably,
that's
right?
It, man.
That's what my dad used to tell me, because the less you know, the better off you are. So if you walk into a place, even though you got 25 years experience painting that wall, you're going to go in there and act like you don't know what you're doing.
That's it.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
And I'm really good at that. That's how I managed to do this show for so long. I pretend this shit all the way through it. Welcome, Tab. Welcome, Blake. Introduce you guys yourself to the people out here watching. Blake, you go first.
All right. Well, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Blake, guitarist and screaming vocals for Awaken the Giant, as well as one of the 2 songwriters with Tab.
I'm Blake. My name's Tab. I'm the singer and guitar player, and that's me.
Plain and simple.
So plain and simple, yeah. We pretty much write all the songs together, and we go into the studio and make it happen.
I'm getting the feeling like you guys have been buddies for a while. And this has been like a project between you two that's been going on for a while. Am I wrong, or am I warm?
No, you're dead on, man. We've known each other for how long, Tab?
20 years.
20 years.
I was about to say childhood friends. I get that vibe like this project is something you guys have been working together on in some shape or form for a while. Like you just get that feeling.
You know, it's one of those things where we have good chemistry together, and we've played through, I want to say 4 or 5 different bands before forming Awaken the Giant.
You were in other bands?
Newsflash, breaking news.
No.
Like,
I've only ever been in a band with you. I've never cheated on you.
I get jealous really easily. As Blake knows that.
So let me ask you guys the most common question is, how did you guys come up with the name Awaken the Giant? How did you guys come up with that?
Well, I guess the best way to explain that would be we were trying to create something more aggressive, and we always wanted to do was really drop tuning music and just be completely outlandish. And I think the band we were in before, it was good music. It was just not what we wanted to do. And we creatively went this direction. We were like, it's awakening a new idea of the giant, the beast, passion, awaken something. So it just sounded cool.
It does sound cool. I'm thinking when I'm thinking of the name, I kind of got the same idea, I guess, in my head as well. When I think of, you guys are awakening something inside of you. You just boom, here it is.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's almost like you feel like you've been challenged, and here you are. You just awoken the giant.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the music agrees with your statement there as well, boss, because the 3 tracks that we've actually heard, yeah, they are absolutely brilliant, and they do, yeah, amazing. And it's only within the last week or so that personally, I never heard of you until about a week ago, and as soon as I got hold of that music, I was like, yeah, this is amazing. I'm putting this on air. This is absolutely dogs conkers, and I ain't a light term.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
that's awesome, man. Oh yeah.
Dog conquers. Don't ask what that means. Just don't ask what that means.
We're
I mean,
really
you can't.
excited about all the new development of attention and radio play, and just where it's going is a dream come true for us, for sure.
Now, how long have you guys been together for? How long has Awaken the Giant been actual, like, a band?
Since probably like 2000.
Well, technically, we officially formed in 2017.
Right.
And we've been stockpiling music since.
Now, my question is, who is doing the editing and producing of these songs?
In the actual studio?
You guys are actually hitting the studio and doing these songs?
Yeah, so we have our producer, Robbie Joyner. He's done Fire from the Gods and bands like that. Good friend of ours, and he's definitely our engineer and producer in the studio.
Well, okay, so I mean, there's different layers to this band, okay, and I'm trying to get through these layers, okay. So during these songs, you're hearing like the synthesizing and stuff like that in the background. Who's doing all that stuff?
Yeah, so that's all 3 of us coming up with ideas, and we kind of hum it out, play it on the guitar or whatnot, and our producer will go in and find what sounds best, whether it be a piano, synth, keyboard, you name it.
Fucking whoever's doing it is brilliant, I think, on these songs, because it's really a fine line when you're doing that kind of stuff, putting too much filler in with the music, you know what I mean? And it could be overdone, or it could be underdone, or you can find that nice little pocket.
Yeah, for sure. So it kind of, in a sense, our producer is like a third writer in a way. You know what I mean?
He brings out the best. Within us, for sure.
Now, sorry, boss. I mean, the question I've got to ask is now as well is: have you got more songs in the pipeline for this year? I mean, we know you've just recently released a new one, but have you got more that are going to come out? You know, are you looking at producing an EP, an album? Because I want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We actually are planning on releasing our EP in, I believe, March. That'll be a 6-song EP. And then after that, we will have another, maybe 2 singles to release later this year, following that up.
Nice.
So we definitely have a busy year full of putting some music out for sure. And so lots and lots of music videos as well.
Speaking of music videos, shall we take a music video break and let everybody take a listen to what Awaken the Giant sounds like?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Let's hear it.
All right, so I'm going to start this off with my favorite one. You asked me this question prior to the show, which one's your favorite track so far that I've heard? And I had to go with this one here, the Miles Away, because it was the first one that I listened to. And, you know, with songs, sometimes you listen to certain songs, even from like popular artists, you get a new album that comes out. And it takes you 2, 3, sometimes 4 times to listen through before you the song or some of the songs start actually, you know, resonating with you and you're starting to enjoy it. Because, you know, with me, when I put an album in, it's usually within 45 seconds to a minute. I know if a song's going to be catchy or not, whether or not I'm going to like it. It'll be one of those type of scenarios within the first minute. If I don't like it, it's going to take 3, 4 times for me to listen to it before I actually start liking it. A perfect example is like Metallica. It took me a minute to like Death Magnetic. The first time around, I wasn't too crazy about it. Then I listened to it the second time. I was like, all right, I like it better now. But maybe it's just me. But with this song, I didn't have that. It was within the first minute. I was like, damn, I'm sold.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm going to play, guys. We'll be right back. This is Awaken the Giant with their music video, Miles Away. We'll be right back, guys.
Such a pretty wreck. Can you say something? Nothing. Expected nothing less. Same situation. Hesitation. Man, you're such a mess. I've got a bad feeling about this. My heart can't handle one more hit. Alone now. Alone now. I've got a bad feeling about this. Try to erase it. I'll try to replace it. I'm bitter and broken. My heart is a wasteland. I'll try to sedate it. Foolish, stuck in my own shit. I'm meant from deeper, deeper, deeper into it. Can you say something? Nothing. Expected nothing less. Same situation, hesitation. Man, I'm such a mess. I've got a bad feeling about this. My heart can't handle one more hit.
Yeah.
That's why I love my job. That is why I love my job. Ironically enough, I love that fucking song, but it's amazing how music works, isn't it? I mean, music is such a powerful instrument for people. I mean, people are going through something. Like for myself, for instance, I lost my father last Sunday, and I got to go bury him tomorrow. And
Yeah, man.
I've been going through these grief processes the last week and a half,
Hmm.
and just listening to that song itself, it resonates with me because I do feel a little bit bitter and broken. And so listening to this song, it's amazing how music works and how it can affect each individual in a different way, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, man. And we're sorry to hear about that. We did see that, and we wanted to reach out to you. So,
Well, it's just a great appreciation of how good you guys' music. When I heard that fucking song, I was like, man. And then I got it sent to me, and I was like, damn, this is fucking good. And then I went to go YouTube and watch the video, and I thought, man, what a quality video! That I'm able, because there's not very many videos out there for you guys that I could find. So
yeah.
I wanted to. It was nice to be able to see you guys actually perform the song as well. So I thought the video was brilliant.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, man. So yeah, we're actually kind of we're working on a lot of music videos over the next couple of months here. So pretty soon you'll be seeing a lot.
Now, I do have a question. On your speaker on the back left of the video, what were your drinks?
Oh.
Yeah, so we were drinking at a brewery called Southern Star Brewing Company out of Conroe, Texas, and we actually shot that video on their property, and they hooked us up with lots of free beer. So it was a day full of drinking and filming a video.
I believe that was Bombshell Blonde that was on there. Huh? Was it Blake?
Yeah.
Here's a nice comment from the viewers. They said here, I don't know who the person is because it just says Facebook user, but it says, remind me of a combination of Kill Switching Gaze meets Demon Hunter.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
We got somebody from Ireland here. Season, hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Go check out his Facebook group. It's Ireland Metalheads. He's the owner of that group. It's a really, really good group. Really a fun group as well. They got a lot of music going in and out of Ireland. It's crazy.
Awesome, dude.
But yeah, that song, it's a beautiful mix of clean vocals and that scream right at the right moments when you want it. Like during those sections where you're about to hit it, it's like you're getting to punch it into the wall. Hearing that scream just adds that fucking a different kind of a level to the song.
It makes you want to go around and smash the shit out of everything.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, we definitely like to incorporate as many screams as we can fitting into a melodic type of song,
Okay, so the lyrics are really good on this song. And by the way, Tab, you got an amazing voice for this. You really do. I mean, it's a nice, clean vocal to the songs that I've heard. So I mean, bravo to you, because when it comes to rock singers, it's kind of a either you're growling and yelling all the time, or you got the ones that clean vocals. And what I like so much about this band is you guys are able to mix those two so brilliantly.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
It took me a while to find I think it takes singers a while to find their own voice. They have different. Like when I was growing up, I used to love different bands, but every singer I idolized, I think, helped me find my own vocal. And not be, oh, you sound like this guy, you sound like this guy. Well, I want to sound like me. And I think I'm getting closer to finding.
Well, let's touch a little bit about that, Tab. Speaking of, I'm sorry, Jason, was you going to ask a question?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's kind of what you were about to say, because I want to know the inspirations behind Awaken the Giant. Now, we can hear quite a lot. We saw a comment earlier about Kill Switch Engage meets Demon Hunter.
Right.
Yeah.
And where is your inspiration? What made you create what we're listening to now?
Wow.
I think we have influences in general. We appreciate all kinds of music. I mean, from when we were younger, I know we used to listen to, funny enough, like Creed and, Bush and bands like that. To, I've always listened to bands like Atreyu and Under Oath, and just heavier stuff like that. So we kind of, some of our old bands, we were in a sense forced to keep it more alternative than we wanted to, and that was part of the reason of creating Awaken the Giant, was to create this heavier sound that we wanted to mix the alternative rock with some of the heavier kind of taste of metal type of stuff,
So you've just mentioned a band that I've not heard many people mention at all. Obviously, Creed get a bad rap, but I like Creed personally. But you mentioned Bush. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Bush album?
Oh God, Razorblade Suitcase.
Everything Zen or Things Stone? Yeah.
They were a big part of my childhood. Like I went to a concert at Woodlands Pavilion when I was 17 years old. Bush, they headlined, and it changed my life, made me want to do music, and made me, I kind of, it's responsible about me, when I write sad songs. I write about heartbreak lyrically, always about heartbreak. It's very rare to find something I write lyrically that's not about pain, so that's where my mind is mostly. But I'm trying to write more artistic shit, but
don't. No. Don't fucking do that.
We're always Debbie Downer.
That's the formula.
Yeah. That's how, and that's why we gel so good together. Is that we, our storms collide, and it creates a hurricane.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Let's be fucking honest, man. Some of the best songs written come from pain and heartbreak. I mean, and it's working for you guys because, like I said, it miles away hit resonated with me, and it didn't really even dawn on me until I was watching the video this last time during the show. I was like, damn, now I know why I like the song so much. We got some Amber Nicole, Blake. That's got the fire with
What's
the
up,
horn.
Amber?
It's the hair. Man.
But Bush is that's an interesting one to say because Bush caught a lot of slack during the 90s. If you think about it, because they was considered like a Nirvana replacement, and I got the similarities because Gavin did have a little bit of a dark rasp, like a voice like Kurt. But man, I tell you what, I personally feel Bush put out better music than what Nirvana did.
Correct, I agree.
Annoyingly, annoyingly, being the fact that they're British, they were never that big in the UK. They were massive in the US. I mean, I heard them because I grew up with Bush as well, like you guys. I grew up with Creed, I grew up with Bush, and other bands. But Bush were massive in the US, but not so. I mean, the grunge side never really took off in the UK. I mean, everybody knew Nirvana. Everyone was going about wearing a Nirvana shirt. I wasn't really but yeah, I mean, but Bush, one of my favorite bands. If I had
it's a love-hate for me when it comes to grunge because it came in so fast, so hard, and then it fizzled out just as fast as it came in. That it took away a lot of fucking talented bands from the 80s, and a lot of talented bands from the 80s broke up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that era it's got some really good music in there, and it was a voice that was needed at the time in the 90s. I think I think grunge was that voice, and it angers me because it came in it's fast, hit hard, and then left. It's just about as fast as it came in. And it just wiped out so many talented bands in the process that are no longer together, or some of them's committed suicide because let's be real. Bands like Warrant caught a lot of slack because of grunge.
Yeah.
And then the lead singer ended up killing himself. Drank too much, took too many pills, and found him dead in a hotel.
Way too many people are dying lately, man. Like Bob Saget, we just lost him.
Yeah, man.
It's been, and then the legend Betty White on top of that.
It too. It's like
that was sad. Yeah, almost her 100th birthday too.
Yeah, well, she's like a month away or so, like that, away from actually turning 100.
I think like 3 weeks away or something like that. Yeah.
Crazy.
So.
She was one of my favorites. I always loved her. I watched some fucking some like behind the scenes footage of Betty White, and I tell you, I don't think. I mean, if I would have hoped that she could have been my grandma.
Oh man, she's hilarious.
Some of the shit that she would say just blew my mind. Like going out dating on Tinder and getting laid, and she's talking this shit like at 80, 90 years old.
I'm going
That's
to play
amazing.
it. I have no idea who Betty White is.
You're about to find out.
Yeah, you are.
Oh man,
You're missing out, man.
Betty, you know who Betty White is? Golden Girls.
Maybe she wasn't that popular in the UK.
You know, that's a good point, Tab, because they do take popular shows here in the United States and rebrand them in other countries
Yeah.
and put different actors in to replace the original ones.
No. You guys copy us. Just saying.
Either way, Bob. Either way, I was about to call you Bob.
Wow.
Me and Blake a lot. We use our accent. He's Awaken the Giant. Yeah, we're from Awaken the Giant. And people are like, oh, you're British. We're like, no.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times. Yeah.
It's a breath of fresh air for me because I've been doing this for a little over a year now. I've been working with a lot of bands over in the UK, so it's really a breath of fresh air to be able to have some acts here in the United States that I could bring on the show. And that being said, I think we should play another song by you guys so everybody can listen to.
Absolutely.
So the next one I have up is "I Fooled You."
Oh man.
Now, you guys want to talk about this song? Is there any interesting or fun stories about the process of making this one?
You know, this song was born. We get together, we come up with ideas. At the time, I was going through a real tough time, and we just sat down and really, of course, it's about relationships and about being in a relationship and leading someone to the point that you think they really love you, and it's like I got you. I fooled you.
Yeah.
It's everyone's been through that. This song really resonates with a lot of different people. I mean, me and we were talking about the other day, Blake, how we log into YouTube and see people's comments about.
Oh yeah.
This got me through divorce. This got me through heartache. People
Depression,
want
everything.
to.
Yeah.
Even me, like when I'm down, I'm always reaching for something to relate to, because it's like you need that as a human being. It's like they're going through this too. I'm not the only person that's going through this.
Isn't it nice to see them kind of comments, knowing that what you're putting out there is so well accepted, and you're seeing and seeing all these comments. I go through it as well too, where I share some of my story, and I'm able to connect with the people that are watching or following me because of the similar stories or how what I've talked about has helped them get through something. And it's a great feeling to be able to go back and read those comments saying, hey, man, this song has got me through this. This song's got me through this certain time of my life that I didn't think I was going to get through.
Yeah, man.
You guys' song helped me get through it.
And it's nice to know you're not alone out there, a lot of people.
That's what music's all about to me. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, you as artists, that must feel really good that, your music has touched someone. Because, I mean, music touches everybody. We know that. It's that tangible item. But when you're getting those kind of reviews going, you know what? Yeah, you helped me through. That must make you feel, you know what? Yes, we're doing a really good job here. The music writing is touching someone.
Dude, it's an amazing feeling, and it definitely pushes us to keep going and doing what we're doing.
And that's the thing with the Awaken the Giant that we like to do too, is we like to keep, if you serve up a certain dish and it's good, stay true to yourself. And a lot of bands, I think they sometimes try to go a certain direction that's not them. We're always gonna be us.
Yeah.
We said, starting this out, we're gonna do us, and it's either gonna work or it's not. And then if you stay true to yourself, I think good music speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Good fucking song is gonna get somewhere no matter what.
Yeah.
You can sit for hours trying to create something, but if you don't have that heart in there or that passion in there that people sense and people feel, it's just a song on the radio, and that there's millions and trillions of those songs. So I'm proud to be part of something special with Blake and the band, that we're actually putting something out that's doing something special.
All right, let's play everybody. I Fooled You, guys. Everybody will be right back. We are hanging out with the guys from Awaken the Giant, Tab and Blake. We're going to be playing their song, I Fooled You. We'll be right back.
can you? I guess it's nothing new. Stop looking so confused. You had the right to do what you wanted to. There was this time when you looked and it was black and blue. Those pretty lies were so untrue. 'Cause I fooled you. Up your slack. Why couldn't you just bend and have my back? Maybe it was me. It was you. Stop looking so confused. I'll tell you something new. You had the right to do what you wanted to. There was this time when you looked and it was black and blue. Those pretty lies were so untrue. 'Cause I fooled you.
Oh yeah. I didn't do that. I should have done like the Twix commercial. And they're like, oh yeah. Isn't that how it went? Like he went, oh yeah.
You know, I don't recall, man.
Oh, come on, man.
Your stupid red jug thing that goes through the wall.
That's Kool-Aid, bro.
Yeah.
That's the Kool-Aid man. He doesn't have a oh yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, he
'cause
does.
That came to mind for me too, man.
But there was a song. It was back when it came back in the early. I came out in the '80s. Like it was used in like fucking like, wasn't it like what's that Judd Nelson movie where they're all in high school? Don't you forget about me? That song, don't you?
Breakfast Club.
That's it. I think it's one of those. I think it was in that one. When they was running through the halls and it went, oh yeah. And they was running through. Anyways, Tab disappeared on us. I'm sure. Hopefully he'll come back.
Yeah, he actually
got called for work.
He's working, so he had to go take care of something.
That's all good. I kind of figured that's what it was.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
It's all right. It's all good.
Bob Bone says another solid track, and yes, it was.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah. It was a fantastic song. It was so relatable. I could actually like mouth the words alongside you guys. It was like,
that's awesome. So that was that's the first song Tab and I wrote together for Awaken the Giant. I Fooled You, and that's our most popular song to date. Spotify, it's at 8.5 million streams.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So if you haven't seen our Spotify, it's climbing. It's definitely moving. So that's awesome. So
congratulations to you guys for that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's a huge milestone, isn't it?
Dude, yeah. It'll be really, starting out, I remember we didn't know what to expect when we put something out. We didn't really push it. We didn't promote it. And organically, I mean, just one day we woke up and we're like, what the fuck? Like, look at the streams, you know? And then from there it just kept going. And we're like, man, if it hits 1 million, that'd be cool. That'd be like a milestone for us. And then it hit 1 million. And then we're like, man, that'd be crazy if it hit 2, you know, went 2 and went to 5. It's like, holy shit. So we're hoping for that 10 mark.
That's just amazing, really. It really is. That's a testament how good of a song is. If a song's good, it's good, and it's going to hit a lot of people, and in your case, millions.
Dude, yeah, it's awesome, man. Having people reach out from all over the world saying, "Hey, man, we love that song," or "We love that song." It's pretty cool to see.
I'd say so.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is your like wildest dream as Awaken the Giant? Play a certain venue, collaborate with someone, tour with a band?
Yeah, I mean, all those things would be super awesome. I think it's, you know, getting our music out and having people relate, you know, like on a huge scale, you know, in comparison to those big bands that everyone knows of. You know, if we can get our music out there and spread our word, you know, then that'd be sick, you know. And of course, playing some, you know, going on tour with certain bands, and you know, we all have different influences and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, all those things, you know, touring the world would be awesome. You know, playing.
Yeah, come to the UK.
We'd love to do that, man. Once we're
And
ready,
the people
we'll have
from
to link up.
the bands from the UK would love to come to America. Isn't that funny how it works?
Yeah.
American bands want to go to UK, and UK bands want to come to the US.
Yeah, definitely.
What about Greece? What about Greece, though?
Hey, we are down for all of the above, man.
Look, I've got a house with a spare room and a garage. I've got lots of beer. I live next to a pub. We're sorted.
Say no more, man. We're there.
I wouldn't trust him, to be honest. To be fair,
we have beer to drink and somewhere to pass out.
He's notorious. He's notorious in the high seas. He's a soul eater.
True fact.
A lamb raper.
I don't get raped by possums, do I, boss?
I don't get raped by them either. I just get beat up by them, Dick. They give it willing, at least in my mind it is.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Blake. Are you guys and our independent band? Are you guys signed to any kind of major label? Or are you guys doing this all? You know, you guys all the work on yourselves.
100% independent.
That makes it just that much more sweeter, doesn't it?
Oh man, it does. The only thing we're going to be working on this year is possibly adding a booking agent to our team. And other than that, man, we've kind of got a little team around us. You know, we have a radio team, a PR team. We're working on a booking agent. And I think once we have those things, personally, I don't really feel a need for a record label at that point because we've got everything we need.
I mean, honestly, that's the fact. And your songs are the songs themselves are a testament of what you guys are doing. And apparently, without the support of a major label, I mean, you just don't get close to 4 million streams on a song. I mean, it's a testament of what you guys are putting out there. To be able to where you don't need a major label to push what you're doing. You're just putting quality music out there, and it's resonating with a bunch of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's where it's at, really, for a lot of bands. It's so much hype about getting signed, right? And at the end,
it used to be, you know.
Now
it's selling itself. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, and you know, and the music industry has changed so much too over time that, you know, bands. I know there's bands that have signed deals in the last couple of years, and some of them regret doing that because, you know, they get all the funding up front and all that, but once their music starts popping off, then everyone's coming in for their share of the pie, and before you know it, you're not making any money. You're losing money, you know, in a sense.
And you're committed to a contract that there might be things in it that you just might get burnt out on.
Yeah.
Like constant touring, or you know, you have to pump an album out once every 2 years, or you got these commitments, and it takes away from the fun of being a band.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have to they basically pick the songs that are going to make the record, you know what I mean? Whereas we can say, hey, this one might be a little bit goofy, but let's do it, you know what I mean? And no one's going to tell us no. So
it's a nice
creative
feel.
control. It's keeping all the profits in a sense, all of the above, we can
You,
practically do
you're
whatever we feel
you're in
like we want
control
to
of
do.
your own destiny, and that's the beauty of it, right? You're in control of your own destiny. You get to make your own decisions how you want your brand to be seen and heard, where you ain't got somebody standing behind you to always whispering in your ear, well, you need to do this, or you can't do that. You need to show up at this press release, or you need to do this radio show. With this kind of freedom, you're able to pick and choose what you want to do and how you want to promote yourself.
Right, yeah.
So I've got a question because we had a chat just before we come on air, and you
Yeah.
mentioned Goofy.
Mentioned who?
You mentioned Goofy,
Yeah.
Goofy music. Now, our resident stalker picked up on a track that you played a couple of years ago. Now, would you put that on an album and tell everybody what you did?
Song?
Yeah, that one song.
Yeah.
Not a song you in it.
Have y'all heard of any of our songs that are goofy?
Well, we've heard of NSYNC and Bye Bye Bye.
So that one's not going on the EP. We do have a silly song that's actually a really solid rock track, but the bridge takes you for an unexpected turn. It's called Two Pump Chump.
I saw that actually.
And that one is actually going to be on the EP. Yeah.
Why not do that?
The funny thing about that one is we're in the studio with our producer, Tab and I, and we're doing the song and everything's good, and we get to the bridge, and the lyrics "Two Pump Chump" are in the song, and the producer looks at us and he's like, "You want to tell the world that you're a bunch of two pump chumps?" I was like,
fuck it, why not?
We were having a good time, and it's funny enough that song started off with Tab and I drinking one night, typical, and we were just being goofy with lyrics, and we wrote this bridge that we didn't know what part of the song that was going to be in, and we ended up writing the whole song around that bridge. So it's pretty entertaining. It's a good song. We actually have y'all heard of Rusty Cooley? He's a shredder. He's like a ranked shredder in the world.
Mm-mm.
He actually jumped on and ripped a sick guitar solo in that song too. And that song is very cross genre, man. It's like hard rock. There's like some electronic elements. There's almost like what used to be considered dubstep. There's like a shredding guitar. It's a pretty wild song.
So we can expect, potentially at least 10 million people running around singing about being a two pump chump.
That's the plan. That's the hope.
I'm down for it.
I want to hear the NSYNC "Bye Bye Bye" song. I'm glad that Ina brought that up to me because once I get off of this show, I'm going to go and see if I can hunt this son of a bitch down.
If you can't, let me know and I'll send it to you.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, it is a piece. There is a piece of it on Instagram. Yeah, but if you want the whole thing, reach out to me and I'll send it to you because we might actually end up re-releasing that one. I don't know if it's still out or not, but if it's not, we were thinking about possibly releasing it at some point.
Yeah, because I like when bands do that. I mean, we talked about it earlier prior to the show how like a lot of bands has covered like what's her name, Taylor Swift and
Katy Perry and all that kind of stuff.
Katy Perry, and I thought the song sounded good better when it was done metal than what the original artist
Yeah.
did.
Definitely.
And I think it kind of depends on what kind of music you prefer to listen to. You know what I mean? Not that they're not good songs originally, but once someone comes in and say we all like metal or hard rock, right? And someone does it in the hard rock style, you're like, man, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Like Frozen, Let It Go by Leah Morichello.
That's your jam, man.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, I think.
Go on,
I'm sorry.
Ina. No.
Actually, I think I saw somewhere that you played like a bunch of acoustic sets.
Yeah, from time to time, Tab and I will book a bunch of acoustic stuff just to kind of give it a different feel of what people are used to hearing. So we'll book acoustic shows, and sometimes we'll play. We've played Bye 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 at an acoustic show. We've played Bush, played Creed. We've played a bunch of originals, and we just kind of mix it up. We'll even throw in a little bit of country from time to time, depending on where we're playing. You know what I mean? Just to have a fun night and give the crowd a good mix of
I
music.
like that.
So we kind
Yeah.
of do a little bit of everything, but as far as the original music, yeah, we stick to our the kind of music you hear, which is like a hard rock, alternative metal, whatever you want to call it, and But we are working on possibly doing some acoustic stuff as well to put out.
Yeah, I always find acoustics like to be like more intimate with the
Yeah.
audience.
It's intimate and kind of give you a perspective of how the song originated,
Yeah.
So we're thinking
Think about it.
knocking that
Like
out for sure.
an album, an acoustic like session, whatever. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that would be so cool.
Yeah, we're thinking about putting out a acoustic EP for sure. Maybe 4 or 5 songs, something like that.
Maybe a recorded live acoustic.
Do what?
A recorded live acoustic EP.
That would be really cool too, man. Like maybe
And
one
unplugged, yeah.
one production wise and one just like a unplugged night would be really cool. Yeah, I give a couple options out there. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I like that.
Brilliant.
Keep mixing it up, right?
Brilliant.
We're
cast
spoon
mate.
feeding it to you now.
You gotta pump them numbers up.
Hell yeah, we do. We gotta just keep putting stuff out there and see what works, right? But yeah, so the EP is coming out in early March for sure.
Look who joined us.
Oh, hey!
Sorry, guys, I had to go put out some fires.
Don't you love fires?
Oh my god!
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry. But I missed.
We were here with Blake. He was telling us how the band is actually him. It's all about him. You do your bit, but it's actually all him.
I already know. I do the same.
Yeah.
We was talking about how you guys was doing your acoustic set, like acoustic sets, little big gigging shows like that. Do you guys have anything coming up here in the near future as far as shows where you guys are at? Anything coming up?
We do, Blake.
Yeah, we can't announce it just yet, but we actually have a couple tour dates we're going to be announcing pretty soon.
So if you guys are out there watching this show and you guys are not following Awaken the Giants, whether you're watching now or you be watching later, be sure to go follow them on their Facebook page. That way you can keep up to date with everything that they got going on. Yeah. So new music coming out in the next year. You guys have a 6-song EP. That's exciting.
Yeah.
We covered, and we got more videos. We've covered that. We done a pretty good job interviewing tonight, haven't we, Jace? Ina.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did most of the work.
He's like, whatever, I want a beer.
Yeah. Like, pub's like right next to him. He's like arm reach. Too bad you just can't holler out the window and say, "Can you hand me one of those?"
Man, that'd be nice.
I'm on the first floor, so they'll spill it.
Are you in a hotel room too? You are a hotel. Blake's in a hotel.
I'm in a hotel right now.
Yeah.
It's I'm at home.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm in San Antonio, Texas right now.
Job related too? Job related?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of work in between some music right now.
Blake's actually the vice president of Amazon. That's really good money.
Well, guys, I'm looking forward to what you guys are putting out here. I here in the near future for you guys. Looking forward to, because what you guys are putting out now is absolutely fucking brilliant. You guys won a whole bunch of people's hearts with you guys' music. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out tonight and hanging out with us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
thanks, Sid. Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
It's been a joy. We're going to end tonight's show. Is there anything you guys want to give a shout out to? Instagram accounts? Where can we find your music at? Give us a quick lowdown.
Go for it, Blake.
Yeah, so we got Facebook.com/Awaken the Giant Band. And then I think the Instagram is Awaken the Giant Official. And yeah, be sure to follow us, because we've rounded out, I guess what we haven't talked about is we have, the rest of the members. So what we'll do is that's going to be posted on our socials pretty soon. So be looking for that so you can follow each individual member as that's posted, as well as the bands. I was looking like, hey,
Who's
you
there?
feeling like you're being watched out.
Blake, you want to advertise your OnlyFans or no? Anybody wants to-
Think someone's walking by the window. Freaks me out.
That's probably why you're freaked out.
But yeah, so we'll be posting all the members soon, just so everyone can know more than just Tab and I. And be looking out for that release date for the EP, because that's coming soon. What's up, Mike?
Mike York.
Dustin?
Yeah, well, guys, thank you once again. We're going to end tonight's show with one of my new favorite songs. I was telling you guys prior which one was my favorite. I was torn between these two, but this next song we're going to be playing for you guys to close out the show. This is "Hypnotize." Now, is there anything you guys want to talk about that song before we say goodnight?
Yeah, that song I guess speaks for itself, huh, boy?
Yeah.
think-
That one's just another relationship, except for this one's about a good relationship where everything's kind of what's happened, perfect harmony, and not having to prove yourself to your partner anymore. So it's a heavy rock ballad that we have.
Well, I hope I'll be able to get you guys back on the show again in the near future when you guys find some time. We'd love to have you guys back on. Maybe on a different show where it's a little bit more of a, not so much of an interview, but more of us badgering you with 10 questions from my buddy Bob Bones. It's a fun show. He gives you these 10 questions that are absolutely just off the wall. Like, what was it one time, Bob? What was it? He said something about how much is a whale's testicle weigh?
Yeah, whale's testicles, longest jizz, longest tube. That's what you're going to end up dealing with.
Well, we're
Longest-
ready for that, man. Whenever y'all want to put us on.
Longest recorded nipple hair, things like that. He'll ask you how long you think the longest recorded. Strangely enough, it was 7 fucking inches.
Damn.
Hey.
7-inch nipple hair.
You can't unhear these things.
Nope. We'll get you guys back on. Have a little bit more of a fun, relaxed, more laughs, have a couple of drinks, and see if you guys can beat me at Bob Bones quiz. And then there's always usually used to be a forfeit, but if I get you guys on the show and you guys take me on, I'll do a forfeit.
Dude, hell yeah, that sounds good.
Last time I got to do a shower scene with somebody's song. It sucked. It sucked. Anyway, you guys have a great night. We're going to end tonight with their song, "Hypnotize." We'll see you guys Friday for Talking with Demons. We got Metal Moose Radio comes on right before that on Friday. And then we have Delinquents Ball on Thursday. Be sure, if you guys are not following us on the Sacred Gates group, be sure to go like us on our group because you guys can vote for the countdown that we have on Sunday. We're Awaken the Giants, part of the countdown. So be sure to go to the group, vote on the poll. Let's see if we can make these guys. We'll find out who's number one this week. It's a whole new month, all new bands. So we'll find out who's the first number one of the week. But yeah, be sure to follow us on Sacred Gates. And when you guys are done watching this, please share it out to all these groups. That way everybody else can be introduced to Awaken the Giant. You guys have a great night, and we'll catch you guys soon.
All right, thanks, guys.
Couldn't be less complicated. Silence isn't silent. You're my greatest escape. Love sick